guys, welcome back to Hougan Mystic Channel. This is Hougan Chris. Welcome to this beautiful Saturday afternoon. We're here in Florida and it's really hot, okay? Today, I know you guys probably wondering why am I so low and stuff. Well, the other day, during this week earlier, I had a dream with Aslesia, aka Lama Dama, and she wanted me to start working on a lower table to get used to, it's a traditional spirit. It's a very old spirit. I hate to say this, but, it's back at the plantation days, and, a lot of those times the people, they worked on lower chairs, especially in Haiti as well. These chairs are actually better for you, for your backs to sit low than to sit high, as I was sitting before in my office chair. I used to like it, but this is what she wants. So sometimes in dreams, spirits will come to you to tell you to adjust certain things for them, and you do if you can, okay? Especially when you're here in the States, and sometimes you don't do everything that you can do within your power because you don't have the space. But in the homeland, you got that all set up. So you just tell them, I got that set up for you already in the dream. But I had a feeling this was to come, and it has come. And actually it works fine. Today we're going to talk about a few things, but I'm going to get ready to tell you what I have planned for today. Things have been going a little sour, you know what I'm saying, for me. I have a lot of things going on. I need some clarity. I also need a little bit of more drawing effect, in my situation at the current time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a pineapple lamp for Danta, Rouge, Pitwo, all the spirits that work with the pineapple. And you could put all types of roots and herbs and oils, stuff that attracts, okay? And one thing I do is I never attract and ask for money. I ask for work to make the money, and in return I can buy my supplies to work with the spirits and so forth and so on, and then in the dreams as well for them to come and see me. I just smoked the pineapple. I presented it to them. This in itself is an offering, okay? So I can put, if I wanted to, a blue candle in it after I gut it and stuff like that. But I want to do it the traditional style. But I can show you, both ways it could have been done. So we're going to take a pause. We're going to clean this out. We're going to start to clean it on film so you could see how it's done. And then we're going to come back. Okay? I'll talk to you guys some more in a little bit.
Alright guys, I'm going to start with cleaning this pineapple, and then we'll take that other break.
So first, what?
I can't see your face. I just have one.
Oh, okay. But first, what you're trying to do is you're creating a bowl. And if you're familiar with the lamps that's done with the cotton mesh and stuff like that, I know in Spanish they call them limpias. In Haiti we call them lump. In English they're called vigil lamps, okay? The Hindus also do them in little clay dishes like this as well, and then they do them with the mesh. So we're gonna cut the pineapple because usually this is like a 7-day type lamp. You try to charge it over and over because you go and you pray on it over and over. So it's best to cut it down and then gut it, okay? So that way, and then the meat, you can eat it if you like, or you could just put it on the altar where the lamp is gonna go, okay? And then I'm gonna show you where the petition lamp goes in, and different products and stuff like that. And then it's actually a beautiful lamp. It works if you work it, okay? And like I said, nothing happens overnight, okay? And I hope nobody should ever do anything and want that speed in return, especially if you're asking for something that you want to last long. Because you already know anything that comes quick, it goes right back out, just like that.
I think that's deep enough. I think...
Actually, I want you to cut it a little bit low.
Cut. I'm saying I think this might be deep enough. I don't want to take too much out, and then it leaks from the bottom, you know.
Now, one thing is, when you're doing this as well, you're supposed to talk as you're doing it, and you're saying, you know, this is all for you. You know, thank you, Jesus. Thank you for the spirits for giving me what it is that I am so blessed upon now. But as in the time that we're in with the sickness that's going on and stuff, you know, the extra little help is always needed. So I know there's not a soul out there that would say, you know what, I might need to do that too. Also, you guys know I work with La Madama, which is my madam, and aka Azili Rouge, and a lot of my works and stuff like that I do with them and the Ogu. Okay?
Alright, we're going to take a break and we'll be back.
Okay guys, we got our little stuff going on. Like I was telling you, let me just show you real fast what we're going to do since we're doing something for Danto Pitbull and stuff like that, okay? We got our 3 sodium pot here. You raise our 2 sodium Danto mais ça ali même this one here, ça ali même nan, ça est gros 3 sodium pied. Okay? Nous ballons anti-chalet pour le chaud. I gave it some heat and stuff, put some Florida water in there with a little heat, and then once that cools down, I'm going to put her pineapple in, okay? When they call this ananas in Creole. Now, you see here I have a 4-star wick, okay? And this wick is usually used in the shadjet, in the with the cotton and everything. Sometimes it's so hard to really explain it all, and I think this is what gets people kind of lose their confidence, especially the younger folks these days, because they see the old people do it with no problem. But I want to show y'all that, you know, it doesn't have to be. You just have a problem sometimes because you don't understand it in the Creole, okay? So I hope I got my bilingual people listening out there so you could see, okay? If you're not aware of this, this is called a zétoile lamp pétrole, which means it's a star for a pétrole lamp, or you could even use it for Freda's lamp too. Azili Freda, which is Dambala, is the white lamp, okay? But today we doing is Saturday, Danto's lamp. So you see we cut the pineapple as low as we could go, enough so that it could last at least 5 days. We could see. But if not, what's going to happen is I'm going to get another one. Okay? And we just going to do the same thing, but just put everything else in the other one and light it. But with this, when it's anchored like that, you have to keep the oil, okay, in there. As you see it going low, then you put a little more. That's why these types of lamps is something that you do when you need something, you're working for somebody, okay, and you're consistently going it over to it, and you're praying for it. See, this is the thing with these spirits, okay? And it always seems like, oh, wouldn't it just be easy to use this? You got to remember, these spirits are old, okay? So back in the day, they used whatever they could think of to get what it is that they needed. So now they're spirits, okay? So now these spirits, they're watching everything you're doing. They're seeing how you're going to do this hard work for them to get that, what it is that you're petitioning for, either for yourself or for somebody else that you're working for, okay? So they say, look, he's doing all this stuff. He could have made it easy. He could have did it in a candle. He could have lit a candle and did. Yes, there's easier ways. But let me tell you something. It's like when you got to go to one store, you don't see that shirt that you like. You go to another store, you don't see the shirt that you like. But it's because you want it. You go to all these different stores to get the shirt. Well, it's the same thing with the loi. okay? The spirits like when they see, okay, somebody that has that confidence, that go-getter. Even for them, that's what they like. So do it. That's why you don't do it often. Because if you do, you're going to say, oh man, we got to go here. We got to go. Nah, they don't want to hear that. You want, what you petition it for, give it to them. So now I showed y'all this. I anchored it in here. Okay? But let's say, for instance, you don't live near where they sell these anymore. Okay? These kind of things, I've had them so long. That's why I can show you them and stuff. But if you don't live in an area where it's on demand, it's going to be hard. So what you could do is you go to the Spanish Botanica now. And they have them in a box. And it's called mechas. Okay? They use it for limpia. That's what they call it. But theirs come with a little, like, how could I call it? Like a small type of votive type of string thing. Whereas us, we use the old cotton. And because we talk our petition and stuff like that over in the oil and stuff like that. Doesn't mean one's better than the other one. It just means that this is the way they sell it now. Okay? So now we got our Donto thing. Remember, limpia, this is mesh, okay? This it's easier to use when you're doing their Tuesday lamp or their Thursday lamp, okay? St. Clair lamp, whatever it is that you're doing. These things, this is why I always tell you, email me, send me a message so you can get a little bit more understanding of what it is if I'm not explaining it to you good. Donc, même si vous sont haïtien, tap gade, et puis ou wè que m'pa ka di bagay yo nan anglais pour ka comprendre mais ou comprendre le m'a dit nan créole là. Et so comprendre mais moun yo k'ap gade, m'pa ka parler ba tout bagay nan créole là, yo pa comprendre ni. Okay? Mais m'ta remè yo pour yo connaître. Okay? So I just told them that, look, even if they're Haitian and they don't understand the English that I'm telling you, but they see and they understand what I'm telling you guys, okay? So now, okay, we just heated up her pot. I can still feel it, okay? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do something where they call it croissinier, okay? It's a veve that they do on the floor with cornmeal. But in this instance, we're not going to do all that, okay? Because we're not actually doing a ceremony where that's called for. I could have, on the other hand, if I wanted to, if I was working in my altar and I was doing something big out there for them and I wanted to do this for ceremony, I would do the veve, her exact veve, okay? But here, I'm just going to do a zétoile. It's just a star, okay? So, real nice out and stuff, and then now I'm just gonna do the star. Even if it's not all able to see, they get it, trust me. They're very much in this room because when you could feel the heat, your body has like a goosebump to it. You're just like, whoo. Yep. And that's what you want to feel every time. When you don't feel that, you know that something's not right, or what you may be doing or something like that is not enough. So and that's why I said this kind of stuff doesn't happen overnight. It takes years. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start loading it, okay, with the stuff. Once again, you can either work on 3, 7, 9. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean that you could use the different products that go to them according to the spirit. Okay? So you could use some different waters. You could use oils, but you have to say, okay, how many am I going to use? Am I going to use 3? Am I going to use 7? And I'm going to do it, and I'm going to show you another thing as well, okay? Like I said, hard worker, okay? Somebody may be saying, well, you know what? He could have just sat here to make his life easier. I don't want to, And when I'm showing it to you, I want you to see, okay, the dedication, the hard work that goes in it. And when you rolling with me, this is how we do. Because I don't sit here and ask from them all the time a lot. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm fine. But now I need what I need. And even if I was working for somebody else, I would do it the same way. It's called, how you say, put that muscle into it. And then that other thing where they say, put your back into it. So that's what I'm about to do right now. I'm about to put my back into it. So let you know what I got planned. I'm going to pile it, which means, what you call that again in English?
Grind,
mortar and pestle, okay? And I already smoked this as well to let you know, and I heated it up with the Florida water and stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you what herbs and stuff I'm gonna use, okay? Some people, what they would do is they would use them. They wouldn't even do this. They would just put them in. But because it's in the pineapple, you got the flame that's there. You want to be careful. You really do. And then another thing, because you only have two sides to small, you're going to want to take a little thing to kind of stir your things around. So it's going to be hard. So that's why if you don't have those powders already on hand in powder form and you got it in herb form, this is when you got to do this, okay? So just to let you know. Now, you could use, don't like Old Spice, okay? These are their regular spices and stuff like that. They take it into their drinks, they take it into their lamps, they take it into their works. And this is all for when you're pulling success, prosperity, money, and in this case, I'm drawing. Okay, whether I'm drawing for money, whether I'm drawing for success, whether I'm drawing for application, whatever it is I'm drawing from, I'm going to use ingredients that are called for to draw the customers, to draw, you know, my channel, to draw what it is that I'm looking for and needing. Okay, so what I would do is I'm going to take, for instance, since these are kind of small, I can go ahead and do that. And as you can see, I'm always work by light. I tell you guys all the time, when you're working with the spirit, always work with light, because that's the light they see what you're doing. They don't, remember, the spirit is an air, it's a wind. Okay, so get your stuff out. I have 5-finger grass, I have allspice, I have star anise, I have a little bit of coffee. Now, you probably saying, what the coffee? The coffee's bitter. And you got to remember, when you're dealing with the dark spirits, that's how they like it. Okay? But I'm using a little bit because of the caffeine to kind of speed it up. But I would say, instead of speeding up, to give it that kick. Okay? Just like we get up in the morning, we want our coffee. Boom. We get what we want. You got to do the same thing to them with that too. Okay? I have some mint. Okay, I have some lavender flowers. Now, sometimes a lot of the Haitians, they don't work with these. But let me tell you, they know them. I know them too in a different language. If I was doing the video just in Creole, I would have had to say what these are in Creole. Okay, so we're going to spare that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you how to do a few. Because then I'm going to show you the oils and a little bit of different kind of waters. So it's going to take a little bit of time to have it go on film all the way, but I'm going to show you what to do with the oils and stuff like that. But first, there was something that I was supposed to do. I was supposed to take my petition, okay, and put it in the lamp. But you know what? It's okay. I still can put it, because I can put it under here. You see what I'm saying? It's all good. All good. Okay? Because it's not like I sat here and took a star, like let me show you a small clipping that I had in mind. Okay, for instance, this. And let's say, for instance, I wanted my route to be open. Okay? So I would take it and then just put like a road and dump it in there. But I'm not going to do it like that. Okay, so that's why I said you have a choice. I want you to understand that, because long time ago, when I was being taught and trained, they never made it seem like I had a choice. It was always, no, this is the way, this is the way, this is the way we did it over there, so this is the way you're going to do it, case closed. It's because they didn't know. But now I know, and now you know. Okay, I'm just going to do a few so you could get the idea. Then I'm going to put my other stuff in my mortar and pestle. And then I'm going to go. Everybody who's watching this, if they're Haitian, they know this is called a pilon. Okay? So, now, for instance, let me put my waters. Everybody knows. If you don't know, Dantor's perfume, Rêve d'Or. Okay? Once again, you see how low the thing is. Okay? So, I just want to spatula it. You see? Did it just sit? That's it. Because now you know what happened? It's soaking into the pineapple. Okay? So, it's good. Let me just use a little, Kananga water. Now, let me tell you something. If you don't have these, don't go crazy and saying, oh, I gotta go get it. I'm not doing it right. By God, boy, see, no, that's not it. It's just that, lady luck. It's just that, you know what? You gotta use what you got. The spirit understands that too. Especially now that we broke. What? Okay. So, you see that? I just put 3. Let me put some Florida. She likes her Florida. Just a little bit. You see now. I put 3. Well, this is 4. 4 different oils. Cologne waters that she likes. Like they say, pour sentir bon, to smell good. Okay? So, now, I'm just going to go. Turn it around, this and that. You see, this is cut short because, like I said, this thing is a little too ripe and stuff. But you know what? I'm going to transfer it in 2 days or tomorrow if I see that it's not, it's making too much juice for me. Okay. See, I don't have my coffee beans grinded because this is how I like to put it in. It's like that. Because over time what happens, it starts to break down on its own. Somebody else may say, you know what, water it down. Somebody else may say, like they say, pileli. But no, me, I'm just going to put in the thing, and I'm just going to put a few, okay? Let me just give you 3 because I'm teaching it to you. So 3, okay? This is café amer, meaning that it's bitter, there's no sugar. That's only because of the spirit that I'm working with, okay? It's already that the pineapple is a fruit and stuff like that, but it's her fruit. You understand what I'm saying? That's why they have a song for Dambala and Feda. I don't eat pineapples. I don't smoke cigarettes. So why is my money missing? Hey, if you don't know, you don't know. All right, let me put a little bit of spearmint in my pilon. The spearmint right here, where I could have probably even put it in there a little bit since I'm using a little bit. You know what? I can. It's small enough because I'm just going to put a little bit, okay? Sometimes what you could do too is if you want to, you could signale everything, okay? Or you could just do it at the end when you're done. Signale, signaling, meaning that you showing to the directions, to the elements, so that you let them know that you need their participation. Earth, air, water, and fire, okay? East, west, north, and south, okay? You know, when you're doing these kind of things, it's almost like you cooking, okay? If you know how to cook and stuff like that, always think of things like that to make it easier for you. So you don't say, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that. No, you should be excited to do it. If you're not excited to do it, don't do it, please. Like today, I got up. This is the allspice. I got up. I wasn't kind of feeling well at all and stuff. But let me tell you, I could put that aside right now to do what it is that I'm doing. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's no particular reason why I choose 7. I just think because they're kind of small. Okay, so you see, if you were watching, what's the guy's name again? The cooking guy, Bobby Blake, Andrew Zimmerman. All those people, you will be sitting there staring and saying, oh my God, how he do that? Well, This is the Hank Andrew Zimmerman or whatever I forgot his name.
This is Chef Ramsay.
Oh, Chef Ramsay's version of voodoo. Okay, here's a little green rice. Okay, maybe the Asians may never heard of it or whatever, but like in the Chinese, the Hindu and stuff like that, is to draw money and stuff like that, so they color the rice green. Okay, you don't have to go and get it if you don't want to, but this is part of it. So far, I hope you're counting with me to see how many I put. So I put 2 herbs so far, okay? I put 4 different waters, okay? So you're gonna see, and then it's all gonna almost total up, if not to 17, but 21. I'm gonna try to see if it could get to that. You gotta pay attention to that. That's why you have to write your recipe. Woo! If I didn't have so much stuff up here, I would have showed you my recipe thing that I have, and it goes and it dates and it shows you what you put in it, and then over the days how the lamp worked out, and then after that, this is where you would do your reading to see how you did. Okay, so now we got that. And then, oh, 5-finger grass. 5-finger grass is really good too. The Haitians work with it as well too. It's called a foilfeuille. Okay, so which means 5-finger grass. Okay, so you know, I just need a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna signale it real quick. Okay, put it in, my guy. Like I said, this is like you making your rice or your spaghetti, and you showing off for your friends that you know how to mix the spices. Well, guess what? I'm showing off for them. I'm showing off for the roi, okay? Because that's who I want to satisfy. That's who I want to make always happy, okay? That's me. Okay, let me put a bit of lavender flowers. That's it. These kind of things, you know, they smell good. So now I know in my head, okay, the bad guy and stuff like that. Now what's gonna happen, let's say for instance I see it's burning low and stuff. So like I said, tomorrow if I see the pineapples start to break down too much, because I bought it the other day and I said I was gonna do it, I didn't do it. And then so now I said I'm gonna do it. Thing. Man, when me, I'm a type of person, I like to work in an area that's clean. I know you may be saying that's a lot of stuff that here under the table, but let me tell you something. I know where everything is, and then I know exactly what I needed it for. Okay, now here's my oils that I'm gonna use. Okay, this is Spirit Guide Success. This is all natural. Everything I use, I try to use as natural as possible. Okay. Lucky Mojo, they make these things good, okay? In California, they also have them in Haiti. But if you don't have anybody to get to Haiti to get them for you, even if they say they have it at the Botanica, you really don't know because you don't see when they come and pour it for you, okay? So that's why they always say go to the same person all the time. Just a little bit. That's not enough. Just a little bit. I keep saying just a little bit, but that's okay. Alright, I got my little bit of, cinnamon, cannelle, they call it in Haiti. Spice it up, okay? Just like that oil spice, and it's just like what they like. Things like this, you could put a little bit more than you would because you need that oil. But you gotta make sure it's natural because it'll get you on fire, okay? Now, I got me a little bit of real acacia. Okay. I got me 7 African powers because Sae put tout loi petoyo. This is for all the, sorry, I keep going in and out. All the Petro spirits, 7 African powers, usually deals with the black spirits, okay? Now, unfortunately, I have offhand castor oil, black Haitian castor oil. So I'm gonna have to use the blend, but the darkest I could get to that is gonna work a little bit better for me is the grapeseed oil. But I'm also gonna break it because I don't have olive oil too on hand, so I'm gonna have to use a blend of both. Okay, so now let's go over it real quick so you can see how much of thing, and I'm gonna pause. Okay, oh, and I almost forgot, but there's a little problem here. This is the white one. The red one is out on the altar. Okay, so what I would do is, if this wasn't the right one, okay, so when we take a break, I'm gonna go get the red one, and I'm just gonna put not even a half a cap in there, because this is what Donto likes, or Manischewitz, okay, dark burgundy wine. All right, so we'll see you back in a few minutes. Let me fill it up and stuff like that, and then you're gonna see the finished product, and then I got a couple of other things we're gonna go over. See you soon. Okay guys, we back. Okay, so let me show you and tell you what it is that I did. Once again, like I said, if you don't have all these things here, and if you're not Hougan marble, you're not gonna have as much. But if you do, I'm proud of you. Okay, but usually when we working like this is more advanced stuff. But I want to put that out there so that you guys can know, with strength, courage, and force, you can do it as well. So I wanted to do the final thing which you involve. And then I'm going to start my prayer. And then I'm going to call my loi into it. Okay? Here we go. So I went and I put, remember I tell you we had to try to see if we could do either 7, 9, 17, or 21. So, and then you got to make sure you keep your elements in there. Okay? You got your earth, air, water, fire. Okay? But your earth, of course, is going to be your herbs and stuff that you put in there. Now, Jermaine, come let them see it, and then they could see how I put the cloves and the stuff like that. But before I go there, let me go ahead and put my oil in. Remember I told you earlier I didn't have olive oil, or I didn't have a huile palmasqueti, okay, which is the black Haitian castor oil. But you gotta do what you gotta do when you gotta do it. You could always use cooking oils, but this is cooking oil, but is a little more soothing on the flame. Okay, so this is half almond, half grapeseed. Yep. Yep. This is it. Put my wick up a little bit. Pour bien well. Okay, now, what I did, let me tell you. Remember what I said earlier? We were going to try to keep to 21 products, because like I do, I'm one of those people, I try to go all out if I can, but you don't have to. You could have just said, oh, he could have used 3 things. It could have been over. But no, okay, not for Chris. Now, we're going to put it in the categories. Let's say earth, air, water, and fire, okay? And then remember, we asking for all the archangels involved. Today's Saturday, so it's Saint Michael Archangel, especially when we're doing with fire and pitwell. But according to the chart of the earth archangels, today is Angel Zakdil, okay? If I'm even saying it right, Jacadile, or something like that, okay? But here we go. We got allspice. We got our 5-finger grass. We got coffee beans. We got lavender flowers. We got anise. Okay, we got mint, we got ginger, okay, so right there, that's 7, okay. Then our waters, okay, we got perfume, but we call them waters as far as the element. Levdor, Kananga, Lady Luck, and Florida water. Like I said, with this lamp, very little. You saw when I was pouring it, okay. Now, I put also natural, okay, essential oils of acacia, cinnamon, 7 African powers, okay? Now, we had a video where I told you before, be careful what you buying. There's a difference between essential oil and fragrance. Because if I couldn't put the fragrance in here, it would cause a fire, okay? or the lamp wouldn't burn good. La Madama oil, okay? La Madama oil is not as essential because it's hard to kind of bake. But if you want to, you could put pomegranate seeds in there with a little bit of oil. And then you can have your own pomegranate because that's the type of syrup and seeds that she likes in her stuff. I got Spirit Guide oil, okay? Lucky Mojo, 100% essential. High John the Conquer, okay? That's recommended. Feuille Saint-Jean. That's what they say in Creole, okay? Feuille Saint-Jean, Papa Ogou's herb, okay? You got your pineapple. Pina. There was a pineapple oil as well that I used in there. Alright? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? In the oils. I put a little bit of pomegranate syrup in there. Jeuge likes that a lot. Okay? So I was going to put the Cinzano, realized that it was the wrong one, and then I heard I didn't have one on the table out there. I put 7 cloves around. Come see how I did it. Now, you don't have to do it this way, but this is what I'm talking about when you're saying you want to make your spirits happy. You want to, like you cooking your food, you want your family and your friends to eat it. This is the same way. You see, I got 7 cloves here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got my allspice in there. 7 allspice. My little herbs and stuff like that. Okay? So I have all my elements in there. I roll my mesh. Okay? All I got to do now, okay, is put the petition in there. Okay? And I'm going to put my petition paper just to let you see. Because I didn't put it in the pineapple. They call it l'el tour mou, meaning that it's too weak, too ripe. Okay, I'm going to put my petition paper, which I should have put it before already, but it's okay. I'm going to put it under here. Voilà, li bien joli, bien nice. Nothing's leaking, tout bagay bien bad. Okay, pour monter ça en tical, meaning let me pull this up just a little bit, and then bagay. Alright, now all the stuff is in there real nice and stuff. Okay? Now, when you finish doing that, alright, you put your petition paper in there. Now, you're going to do your light. Okay? Let me show you the light. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. By the way, my wick was soaking in the oil and enough time for it to light so it don't burn the cotton too fast. So now it's drinking off, it's lighting off of the oil. Okay? As I was rolling my mesh too, I was doing my invocation. But there's one thing I didn't do. It's because I like to do it when I got my light going and stuff. I invited my papa lik ba nek velikete nek jamesuo nek katauloa, okay? When I was preparing all my stuff for him to open the passage for me to do what it is I gotta do. Now I'm getting ready to call him again, and then I'm gonna get Jeuge so we could get this started right, okay? So let me do that for you real quick, and then I'll be right back, okay? Son abaco, ma bouton de capit manje fait dans pétrole, regardez, églisé Rougeau, s'ils font la dévo, églisé Rougeau, s'ils font la dévo, églisé Rougeau, s'ils la dévo, barak, oh, bilolo, bah on est une femme qui jaloux toi, po, barak, oh, bah on est une femme qui jaloux toi, po. Moi si je nous faut qui jaloux toi pour égaliser. Bah quoi mène aller en Babylone. Bah quoi mène aller en Babylone. Bah quoi mène aller en Babylone. J'ai exilé dans péto pour te poulet pour noir ça pour me faire magie à marcher. Lolo. Exilé dans péto pour te poulet pour noir ça pour me faire magie à marcher. C'est au marché, c'est au qui ouais. C'est au marché, c'est au qui ouais. Y'a des lignes à pétro, prêtez boulet pour nous ça, pour me faire manger. Moi prêtez boulet pour nous ça, pour me faire manger. Moi prêtez boulet pour nous ça, pour me faire manger. Noyer, maté, noyer, bilolo. Noyer, maté, noyer. Noyer, maté, noyer. Noye ma pe noye zili sou em tombe nan l'eau pram non. O maître sou em tombe nan l'eau pram non. Wa sole va vigan yo noye, pe noye. Sole va vigan yo noye, ma pe noye. Sauver la vie nan yo ma pe noye. A foutayi, il a bila, côté d'Abasita, à terre. Nom de maîtresse, elle dit dans toi, elle dit dérouge, elle dit balion, elle dit penouan, elle dit 7 coups de couteau, 7 coups de poing, ya, mon beau dit la moyo, négues trabou, négues qui parlement, qui kéké branqué, négues qui zazi, négues qui kouanda, négues qui kouloubois, nan maza, qui sa la, qui masala lemba, qui malikoum sala, qui nocho sala, qui jam sala, bilolo, bikolo, majouman. Okay. What I did was I asked Papa Ligba. First I asked God, the one and only first one, to open the road so that I could get to Papa Ligba. Okay? After Papa Ligba, I asked him to open up the route for me so I can get to Ezeli Jerouge. So Ezeli Jerouge can come and stand and put her feet in my lamp for me to get what it is that I'm looking for. And Lord knows I'm not lazy to do my work. I just need to pull an extra people to the channel, to the house. Send a few, okay? Times are rough, and I need your help. I don't come to your feet unless I truly need it. I have no problems coming to your feet for anybody else. And those who know me know that, okay? And I hope those who are watching is understanding that this is a process, okay? And anybody can see that if you don't feel this process, you're not going to do it good. Good God, I ask you, okay? So when you do this, please believe in what it is that you're doing. Don't walk over people's stuff. Don't go putting your mouth on people's situations and causes and problems when you yourself has dirty laundry at your house. Okay? So please, I ask you, call Lady Luck on my side, my best friend, my almighty friend, my man. Okay? And please, help a brother out. Okay? Now, we did that. I'm going to put that to the side for now. Let it get a little bit. And then we're going to talk about the seminar. Okay? And Jermaine is going to do that. Now, Jermaine, remember, it's not Hougan. It's Hougan. Okay? So you say it right. You could give me the camera. I'll feel free to do it for you. Everybody, this is the man behind the camera. Okay.
Hey guys, how's it going? Like I said, I'm always behind camera. That's me. I'm not all about being out in front and doing all that stuff, but I'm going to do this for Hougan Christopher.
Hougan
Christopher. So guys, the seminar is the 29th and 30th of August. We're asking that your deposits be paid by the 15th and that on the 26th you pay the remainder fees that's due. It's going to be a 2-day seminar. The first day is going to do the study of cards, cartomancy, and tarot. It's going to talk about meanings, combinations, formats, and spreads. You guys will probably do a break around that time. In between that, I think it's going to go between 7 and 8 hours, more like probably like 8 hours with an hour break. You guys are going to come back, and then he's going to talk about formats and spreads. Asking that Q&A be at the end, but anytime during the presentation, if you guys have questions, please feel free to ask during that time. Now, this is just an outline, but once you guys get started, this might change a little bit, you know, as far as what you're talking about, how long is going on, but this is an outline of what you want to discuss in those 2 days. On day 2, we're going to talk about your images, the saints, what saints, images, how you see your spirits, how you see your saints. Also with that is going to talk about altars. When should you do an altar? Who should do your altar? Should someone aid you with your altar? Should you put your altar up, or should someone else put your altar up for you? Why would you put an altar up? Are all altars the same? Then he's going to talk about that. Then also he's going to talk about when you guys come back from a break about the altars, different do's, things you should do or should not do in front of your altar or in the presence of your altar. And then after that, we're going to go and talk about head washing, lave tête,
Rogation de cabeza. The difference between the two, because some people have contacted me and think that they're both the same, and they're not.
So he's going to talk about the difference between those two. What are they? Why and when and which you get one, whether it's a head washing, which is a lave tête, or the rogation de cabeza. Are they for everyone? What are your responsibilities for taking care of your altars? What are your responsibilities when you're, if you're on this spiritual path or this journey? Those are the things he's going to talk about as well. Also, so that's like a brief overview of what's going to be spoke about when the seminar is going on. Again, remember guys, 29th and the 30th, 2-day seminar. The 15th, deposits are due. August 26th, all fees are due at that point. And so we hope you guys, send in comments, send in questions about if something else you guys would like to know about that Hougan Chris can speak about during the seminar.
And how much is the seminar?
Well, it was $127, but I believe it's $87 now because it went from a 3-day seminar to a 2-day seminar.
Okay.
And also with the 2-day seminar, we're preparing packets that you guys will get that'll probably talk about the cards and different things of that nature, whether it be in PDF, whether he emails the information to you, what have you. Some people don't feel comfortable giving their address, their personal address, so if you have a P.O. box, if not, those items, like I said, will be email or PDF. Also, he's going to talk about proper reglement for works and the rules.
Let's talk about today as an example of what happened. What did we do today that goes with this list, the way that we work here?
Well, for one thing, the day of the week, the day of the saint, the work that we did today was Saturday. We worked with La Madame G Rouge today. So they worked about work with her. Pedro, the Spirit of the Saints. Day of the Angel, Loa. We worked with her.
Planet Saturn.
Saturn for today. The time the work is being done. Again, this is work for prosperity, to bring in good luck, good things, different things of that nature. So we did this work while the sun is up. That's for positivity because you want to bring up stuff, and when you're taking away negativity, you want to bring that down. And then a lot of times those works are done at midnight or after midnight.
And the day of the zodiac sign, which is Aries. Aries is the zodiac sign of strength, abundance. Oh wow, very, very, very eager, very communication. How could I say this again? They have high energy. They're dedicated, and as you can see, that was all put into the work.
So we talked about the ruling planet, daytime for good, nighttime for bad. We did this in the daytime. Proper color of candles, lamp. We did a letter petition on parchment paper or the brown paper. A lot of times that has the old traditional look. A lot of times in the back when they used to write letters or whatever, it was on a parchment type paper or paper that looked like it was faded or blended with tea, if you will, to give that old time look. Proper pharmacy. Pharmacy, what they mean by is recipe. When you get a prescription, there's different things that go into that's a recipe. So the powders, lamps, herb, oils, picture, images, novenas, if necessary. So all the ingredients today that he put in the lamp, that was a recipe. He had different, we didn't use any powders today, but he had herbs and oils, and then cologne waters, if you will. So that's the pharmacy. Proper prayers, bath, saint, Loa angels, archangels.
If we were doing baths.
If you were doing that. But he did do proper prayers. He had prayers that did Hail Mary, Our Father, Apostles' Creed. And he was doing all those prayers. Once we paused, those were the different prayers that he was that went on. You know exactly what the client needs. When you know what the client needs, that goes from the cards. You get a reading, it'll tell what the client needs. To supply lamps for money. We didn't do this lamp for money like Hougan was saying, but this lamp was more or less for prosperity, bringing in the things that he needs, whether it's a drawing lamp, whether it's drawing in clients, drawing in work, drawing in strength, energy, drawing in strength, whatever,
peace as well,
you need,
you know.
Drawing in peace, whatever you needed to draw in. So that's what that was about today. Different lamps may call for deposit, magnetic sand, or drawing things to draw in. We didn't use any magnetic sand, but they use spices that are heating, you know, to element like the cinnamon, the ginger, the coffee, different things of those nature, those type of spices that was used. And then 12, you have Notre Dame, Hail Mary, Gloria a Pur, Apostles' Creed, and all those different prayers.
And in Creole, it's Notre Père. Toi, je vous salue, toi, gloire au Père, yon credo, avec yon m'te fait yon acte et contrition, parce que m'te gen yon bagay, m'te besoin pour demander pardon.
Alright guys, that's all I got. I'm going to turn it over back to the Hougan. Maybe he's going to do closing words or whatever he has for you guys at this moment. Alright.
How do I pause this? Okay, everybody. So we said what we had to say. We did what we had to do for today's video. Like I said, please feel free, okay? I always ask for comments, criticism, okay? If there's something I did you didn't understand, you didn't like, you weren't sure of, the only way I'm gonna know is if you tell me. Send me an email. Write it on YouTube, okay? Tell me you don't like it. Tell you don't like me. Say you don't understand what I did. I have no problems emailing you the recipe if you want it. But remember, like I said before, if you are a beginner, you're not sure, you haven't done this process before, I tell you not to do it, okay? If you're already a Hougan Mambo, sous point, or even a person that's la vite, that are familiar with these works, okay? Feel free to do it. If you don't have anybody around who you can ask, you're alone, you watching this video, you need some guidance, feel free. Email me, text me. I have no problems, okay? As you can see, I love to teach. I'm eager. I want family, okay? I want my own godchildren. So therefore, all of this is a part of it, okay? Don't be afraid, okay? I've been doing this 20 years now, okay? And it's been good for me, but it has a whole lot of downsides. Some people think not, okay? They think, oh, it's all jewelry, dancing under the tonel, drums, and it's a party, but there's no back. No. There's a lot of humility. You have to humble yourself a lot. Sometimes you can have money one day, the next day is gone. Don't let nobody ever convince you that that's because you're serving the devil is why you have no money. They're taking your money, they're doing nothing for you. If you're doing this because this is what's in your heart, your motivation, you love it, okay? You don't got problems working your regular job. You like your loi. What does that have to do with if you end up one day, you had to pay your rent, your car, your electricity, and you have no more money? Guess what? You may get an extra money somewhere you didn't know that just came out of nowhere. What you gonna say? Of course you're gonna say thank you, Jesus, and then you're gonna say a grace al loyo, which means with the grace of the spirits. Okay? Don't ever let nobody convince you that. If it's money that you're looking for, if it's fame, if you are addicted to this because you went to the party and you seen them doing this and that, and you think that that's what it's all, I'm sorry for you, my friend. Not at all. Okay? That's people that's experienced, or that's people that likes to show off in front of people. That's not real voodoo. Okay? Voodoo is a natural, it's an earthly religion that requires strength, okay? Positivity, okay? Dedication, most of all, and consistency. You may be a nut out of the psychiatric ward. The spirits don't care about none of that. What they care is what you got for them and what they got for you. I'm going to let you guys go off with this. Bilolo to everybody, tout mambo, tout Hougan, tout lave un sikanzo, tout lave tête, un jenikon, la place yo, tout vaudouisant. Okay? Everybody that's into the religion. I don't care what religion you are in. If you watched this video, you felt, you saw what I did today, it did something for you, just let me know. Sometimes thumbs up is not just enough. Okay? Remember about the seminar? You got time still, but the dates have a way of coming up. Okay? I don't care if I get 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, 0. Okay? I did what I had to do at the end of the day. Have a good day, guys. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching Hougan Chris Mystic Channel. See you later.